Dude, it's the worst. And I have pretty serious ED already.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of shit. Like when I'm on bars or like I'll take something called pre-gab.
Okay.
So, you know, throw a condom on there, it's not happening.
What's up, guys? It's JQ, and in this video, I've got an important message around masculinity. Specifically, I want to differentiate between true masculinity and something that I would call performative masculinity, which is what you see from a lot of the fake alpha male gurus, people like Andrew Tate, Wes Watson, and others like them. Today, we're going to take a look at the story of Clavicular, who is a teen who's become famous on the internet for looksmaxing, which is trying to optimize every aspect of his appearance. If you've been on social media lately, you've probably seen this guy. Here's a picture of him displaying his before and after transformation. Now, according to this article, this guy is only 19 years old currently, which if that's the case, I think that the aging process that he's going through his looksmaxing is not going to be too fun a few more years from now. But let's take a look at an interview I found from him, and then I want to tell you why this type of attitude can be harmful and kind of where you want to land on this journey for yourself.
The word incel has been largely misused, so let's clarify what that actually is.
So you think that even if someone had every word of the Neil Strauss book, The Game, memorized, and they were like super busted, they could approach a Stacy and get totally
Led hard, like brutalized almost. Like women are brutal as fuck these days. I was talking about this on my stream the other day. Say you were to do like a bowling date with a girl and you weren't streaming it, like
I guess that just signs that I'm a little too old. If you were to go on a bowling date with a girl and you weren't streaming it. Well, we used to go on bowling dates back when I was a teenager, and yeah, there was no streaming.
that's just the most ridiculous.
What about like connecting with her because like you like her or something like that? You know, like maybe you want to start a family.
But where's the ROI in that?
What's that?
Return on investment. What's the value there? I mean,
And engaging with people in real life?
yeah, I mean, there's really...
What a sad statement, huh? What's the ROI of getting to know someone? So I want to clarify up front that even though I do tease women for some of the things that they say and some of the delusional mentalities that they come up with, I do believe that having a quality woman can really enhance your life, and she can be a great asset to you and what you do for your family as a team. The key is the right woman, right? And that's what this channel is about. It's about distinguishing between the wrong type of woman and the right type of woman. The wrong type of woman can absolutely ruin your life, and the right woman can really enhance it. So obviously, you know, Clavicular, Clav as he goes by, has kind of become very jaded by women in general. And this probably stems from his teenage years when he was an uglier kid, and he wasn't getting attention from females. And so he is using this looksmaxing protocol as like a revenge of some sorts to basically to gain power. And that's really what this video is about. Clav is correct that your appearance plays a big role in your life. Good-looking people, they get more opportunities with the opposite sex. They also have more job opportunities, earn higher incomes on average, are considered to be more trustworthy. There are many, many benefits. So as a guy, you absolutely should be working on your appearance. You should prioritize your fitness. You should get a haircut that suits you. You should get clothing that represents good fashion. You should dress appropriately for your environment. You should develop your, personality so that you're interesting to talk to. But what takes it into the category of becoming a fake alpha male guru and performative masculinity is when he takes it so far. Clav is using looksmaxing as a tool for power. He isn't using it because he wants to be a positive male role model and create a family and lead a woman and lead a family and lead a community. He just wants revenge for how he felt as a teenager, and this is the best way he could find to do it, would be to appeal to the vapid, materialistic nature of that we all have within us, right? But is especially common amongst Gen Z in the Instagram era. And he's willing to go to any length to do it. In this short video, he talks about the money he's spending on hormones and peptides and other chemical enhancements to try to achieve his desired look.
I probably spend around $50,000 to $80,000 a year just on peptides. That's like obviously an absurd figure. Your average person who's doing like a lot of these protocols, maybe run them $5,000 to $10,000 a year. But I'm experimenting with like a lot of different stuff like NAD and like a lot of nootropic related stuff that really pushes the price up.
As I said previously, this guy is only supposedly 19 or 20 years old, and he certainly looks a lot older than that, probably because it says in this article that he's been taking testosterone since he was 14 years old, and now he's taking $50,000 to $80,000 worth of peptides. Well, I can tell you that there's a high likelihood that that is not healthy and that there are going to be long-term health consequences for taking, nobody should be starting testosterone that early in their life. And taking this level of peptides, these substances, many of them have not been tested on any sort of large group of people or over any length of time. So he's taking a lot of risks with his long-term health in pursuit of this short-term gain. And a lot of the people who have done things like this, who have taken steroids and early in their life, end up completely ruining their life later on. They lose all the gains, their face becomes swollen, and they have major health problems. And I think that that's probably very likely that Clav will experience that too. And if you needed any more evidence of how his body is reacting to that, check out this other clip that I found where he talks about getting ED as a 20-year-old.
CV test the other day on stream. I passed it.
I gotta get tested every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks? Is that like a
porn thing?
Porn thing. Okay.
But damn, dude, yeah, because like I always just think about that with all like the superstar rappers I know and everything, that it's like they get to fuck all these girls, but it's like the girls are too random, so they're just having to wear condoms and shit. And I kind of feel like I would rather just not. I would rather just
not want to deal with it.
Pass it up. Like, I mean, just fucking with a condom is just the worst.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's the worst. And I have pretty serious ED already.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of shit. Like when I'm on bars or like I'll take something called pre-gab.
Okay.
So, you know, throw a condom on there, it's not happening.
That's just wild. I'm happy to report that at 47 years old, I've never had a problem with that. And so for a 20-year-old to have ED is a big deal. That really says the toll that he's been taking on his health. And the thing is that underneath all of this, what Clav is doing is he is trying to cover up a massive insecurity that he has about his appearance and then just who he is as a person. But developing the exterior shell, while it does play a role and it is important, it can only take you so far. You can't fix your internal feeling about yourself through simply working on your appearance. That's a different type of work that we all need to go through as men. And what people like Clav and Andrew Tate and others like him have done is they've focused so exclusively on these external metrics like appearance, like money, like to the point that they're just looking to have power over women, over other men, that hole, that deep insecurity, it never goes away. And so Clav and people like him will never be happy, he'll never be at peace, because there can always be another level, right? He can always do more. And he says in other interviews that he's planning to get jaw surgery and different plastic surgeries. And that's just crazy and wild. And ultimately, it's sad as well. And it's not going to lead him to finding a great woman either, because women can sniff through this bullshit. Yes, he's a good looking guy. Yes, he has money now. And yes, there are going to be many women in his orbit. But any woman with her own set of integrity and values is going to see through this veneer and this appearance, and she's going to sense the deep insecurity, and she's going to sense the need that he has to make other people validate him. And that really is unattractive to the right kind of woman. True masculinity is when you know internally that you are valuable and you can walk around with a quiet confidence and a knowingness that you're able to positively affect the situation around you, and that men and women are going to be drawn to you for your leadership and masculine qualities. But it doesn't require that other people need to look at you and validate you. Needing to be validated, although it can feel good, is actually a sign of insecurity, and that would be part of this umbrella of performative masculinity that Clav is engaging in. Let's take a look at a more obvious example. If you have watched any television or been on social media recently, you've probably seen some clips from the most recent Love is Blind. If you haven't, there's a douchey guy named Chris, and basically the story is Chris kind of love bombs these chicks in the pods, and he makes a bunch of grandiose claims, and then when he gets into a relationship with this girl Jessica, he doesn't like that she doesn't work out as much as he was hoping that she would, and so he body shames her to blame it on her that he's not attracted. I'm just going to show a very short clip. There's many things we could make fun of about this guy, but I'm just going to show a short clip of it.
No, working out.
But he works out all the time and has a different type of, I don't know.
A different type of body?
It's just like somebody who does fucking Pilates every day, or someone who's working out every day.
What a dick.
And we look so good together, yeah.
Look good together.
Being able to like swim in the morning to the workout was like I have to do that like every morning or something
Yeah.
like that.
I wish I felt that way.
That's okay. You're there to support. It's all I needed.
I will go on every walk with you.
It's hard for me to be like physically like in that moment, like into it.
And this is what I mean by performative masculinity. So Chris essentially perhaps never really felt into her based on her appearance, which it's kind of ridiculous in of itself because she's cute and I think she's better looking than he is. But in any case, he was never into her, and you know what, that's fine. But instead of being able to tell her directly, he basically needed to feel validated by her. So he goes through this whole charade where he loves bombs her and basically acts like he's really into her, only to break up with her later. But to make it even worse, he essentially blames on her and tells her that her body isn't good enough, which is, you know, a super dick move. And it's something that he should have addressed earlier, before they got engaged and before they lived together for a whole month. But, you know, Chris clearly doesn't mind fucking other people over just to be on television to get what he wants. That's what I mean by fake alpha sort of performative masculinity. If you need to fuck other people over in order to get what you want, that's not what being truly masculine is about. True masculinity is about being strong so that you can help the people around you and you can have a positive influence on the people you love as well as in your community. Chris is 5'8" and he is clearly very insecure about being short, and so as a result of that, he feels the need to go around and make these declarative, like over-the-top statements all the time about how awesome he is and put other people down to try to mask the insecurity that he feels inside.
And like, you want me to let it rip?
You want to let it rip?
I don't care if she's a neurosurgeon or if she's a goddamn $100 million trust fund. Sex and like everything, like I don't know, and like pheromones, and like it's like when two people want to fornicate. Seriously, I don't give a flying fuck. Like I don't give a fucking fuck. I don't give a flying.
This guy is clearly has very little skill with women, but he's sort of half-assed his way into some situations by coming off of this super over-the-top sort of alpha male behavior. And, you know, there are a few women that kind of bought into it. In Jess's case, she saw the cracks, right? When he kind of let his mask down and she saw it, she ended up leaving and not giving him the time of day, which was the correct move to do. There's this other girl on the show that he was interested in named Bree, who kind of has this toxic feminine personality, and she's searching for her ultra alpha male, and she's actually a bit drawn in by his BS, but ultimately that doesn't go anywhere either. So guys, in summary, in my last video, I talked about why as a man it was important for you to look at yourself as the prize, and that is absolutely true. But with that said, it's not something that you walk around and declare out loud and most importantly, put other people down in order to prove. That's actually a sign of you being very unhealed, as our examples today have demonstrated, and they're basically trying to perform masculine attributes to convince other people that they are masculine when really they're not. I hope that helps, guys. If you like that content, you can check out my other videos. Go ahead and join my email newsletter. There's a link to that below. And if you'd like to book a call with me to see if one-on-one coaching is right for you, there's a link to that as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.